Let's listen to our progression. As I told you, it's a 1-4-5 in the key of A. Four-bar phrase, 2 measures of A. Here's your D chord, the 4 chord, and then E, the 5 chord. Now on purpose, I've got the tempo a little bit draggy. Actually, I'd like to hear this a little faster tempo, but I want to have you work on just staying in the pocket. Sometimes it's a challenge just to play on those little draggy tempos. Well, now you know that everything you're playing here is in the key of A. Let's assume you're going to orient everything around the 6-string root A chord. In that same position, the 4 chord is going to be a D, and then the E chord will be the 5 chord. Now this is where you look at the bass line. That really quickly allows you to find the roots of your chords. In an A scale, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going right up the scale. Your bass line's 1, 4, 5. Therefore, we're going to use the E form for the A chord because it's rooted on that A, on the 6th string. We're going to use the A form for the D because it's rooted on the 5th string. And we're going to use the C form for the E because it's rooted on the 5th string. That keeps everything within this 4th position. You have everything in front of you from previous study during this lesson. You know what pentatonic scales you should use. And then when you play against it, here's some of the stuff you could come up with. But now wait a minute, you're saying, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm adding something in there. I'm not staying strictly in the pentatonics. At this point, you are now ready to start fleshing out the pentatonic approach by using the other 2 notes that would give you the entire major scale. This gives you your modes. If you're not familiar with them, it's not important. I'm not going to really reference them very much. But you know that this entire progression is within the A major scale. You know your arpeggios, the A arpeggio, the D arpeggio, and the E arpeggio. You know that those are strong tones, but then when you want to connect, that's where you're going to get your other notes from the major scale. This would also apply if I were playing rhythm guitar. Everything I just did came out of the A major scale. I'm still orienting things around those pentatonic scales, around the triads, the arpeggios. So I think you clearly see what's going on here. We'll give you this jam track, just as we've done on all the other segments, and I suggest you practice this. I am not going to demonstrate this in all of the other remaining positions. That's up to you. Use the format that was presented earlier, and take your time. Spend a lot of time in one position, get some music going, then try to play some other lines, because the way the notes are oriented on the guitar, you might have other things available in different positions that you wouldn't be able to access in another position. Have fun with that.